to say. The message Cade relayed. Devotion, bravery, sacrifice. We all know the Guardian Creed, and the last word is death. I was hoping for more. I know you were too. I've been turning it over in my head, trying to understand what it might mean. Cade's vision showed him what he needed to see, told him what he needed to hear, what we needed to hear. If we don't make it out of here, I want you to know that I don't regret any of it. I'm yours, and you're mine. We're all connected. His vision showed Cade that too. Nothing has ever felt more true, except knowing you were my purpose when I found your bones. We're in this together, Guardian. Until the end.
Our silent God finally speaks, demanding faith, demanding death.
No. If it demanded death, then I wouldn't be here. The Traveler brought us together. That's not nothing. That's not death. I knew the moment I found you that we were made of the same stuff. Part of you called to a part of me. Nothing can break that. I've seen you at your lowest moment. When Hakim died. When you begged me to bring him back. You wanted to give up the light. You raised your gun.
I'm sorry.
I understood. I was grieving too. If we could get through that, then we can get through anything. Whatever you need to do, I'll be with you. Start to finish. That's what the Traveler wants from us.
You keep me steady, Taj, when no one else can.
That's what I was made for. And it's what I want to do. Let's go, Commander.
Guardian, Cade and Crow scouted a number of potential paths to get us closer to the Witness. They sighted a Tormentor guarding this pass. Take it out, and the way should be clear. Show no restraint. I want our enemy to know exactly what you're capable of.
Lucent Hive? This must include Uzaki, trapped in the Pale Heart with no way back.
Enjoying the chaos, no doubt.
forsaken wizard up ahead. It's not attacking us, but I think it's the source of that sludge blocking our way.
A guard left by the witness. We're on the right track.
We can't even scratch that wizard's shields. We need something stronger. Something like that Ahamkara skull, resonating with taken energy.
Even the memory of an Ahamkara may have power. Tread carefully.
No. Use a Guardian. If it moves us forward, it's worth it.
It worked. The wizard's down and the way is clear.
Good work. If those Ahamkara prove to be helpful, you should look for opportunities to use them.
It's not like you to encourage recklessness, Zavala.
It's not like you, Ikora, to let your recklessness.
There were other routes we could have taken, but you chose the most dangerous. Why?
Isn't this the sort of risk you've always demanded I take?
We should have taken a different path. One that's more direct, fewer enemies. I know that you're angry, that you've lost faith in the Traveler. But don't let it cloud your judgment.
This isn't about the Traveler. It's about hitting back hard.
Ikora, should we be worried about the pulsing Ahamkara guts in the walls?
You should always be worried when there are guts in the walls.
Tormentor, ahead!
You already know what to do.
It's on the run, but we've wounded it. It won't get far.
Guardian, between you and me, I like Zavala's moxie, but this ain't him. Ikora's right to be worried. I got a bad feeling too.
Enemy signature incoming. It's gone. For now, at least. This doesn't look like any place I've ever seen. Taken signatures. They're everywhere. Ikora, Zavala, there's a whole town down here. The architecture looks pyramidal, but it's different. Older.
Something from the witness's past. Buried and abandoned in this mountain. Find out what it's hiding.
But be careful. We still don't know enough about its origins.
Give yourself to darkness. Only there will you find the answers you seek.
Did you hear that? It spoke to us. It wants to help. Just as I told you before.
Or it could be a trap. Listen to yourself, Zavala. I've known you for hundreds of years, but right now, I don't even recognize you.
You just don't like it when people change.
I don't like change that can cost lives.
That isn't your decision to make. When we faced Savathun, you took unimaginable risks.
That's enough. Focus on the mission. Get your eyes off each other's throats and put them back on that tormentor.
Send it apart.
Like the hive finally coming for us. We did it. The way is clear.
Give yourself to darkness. Only there will you find the answers you seek. This is the first concrete, actionable lead we've had since we arrived.
What about Cade's vision? We should follow the path the Traveler has laid for us.
How are we supposed to do that, when all it gives us is more riddles? Devotion, bravery, sacrifice. What does that even mean?
I don't know, but the Traveler wants you alive.
No! You do! That's what you want, Ikora. You once told me that to do nothing is cowardice. And now, you'd rather lose everything than to risk making the wrong move. But you aren't even thinking about that. You're just afraid to lose me like we lost Cade.
Commander, you're out of line!
Stay out of this. You weren't there. You don't know what happened when you died on us.
You're right. I can't lose you, Zavala.
Someday you will. And you'll have to learn to live with that.
Excellent work. Answers are finally within our reach.
Give yourself to darkness.
Zavala, this is reckless. And that's coming from me. You're not just going to let him do this, are
No
you?
one lets me do anything. I am Vanguard Commander, and you will follow my orders.
And we're your friends. We can find another way. The Traveler?
The Traveler can't help us. It could never help us. I gave it everything I had. And it keeps taking.
You have us. You have Cade back. Your fire team.
That's not enough.
Bad news. The commander's left camp alone without his ghost. Tarj needs our help tracking him down. Zavala believes he'll find the witness's weakness by giving himself to darkness. We knew what the risks were when we came here. That we might not all make it back out. Zavala better than anyone. I know he's trying to protect us by going alone. It's why he left Tarj behind. He pretends he's dismissed Cade's vision, but we've both seen what's behind his eyes. Zavala is ready to embrace his final death, just for a chance to destroy the witness. He needs us.
There's a storm gathering. You can feel it in the air. The closer we get to the monolith, the more powerful the witness's influence becomes.
It's interfering with my ability to track the commander. He won't respond when I hail him. The look in his eyes when he turned away from me. I don't know what he plans to do, but he won't let anything stop him.
Copy that. We'll need to move fast.
Cade?
Saw you stand up to the commander back there, kid. That took guts. Let's go.
Ikora's not coming?
No, just you and me.
You can't blame her.
Tarj, what did Zavala say when he left?
I'm going for a walk. Look after them.
Guardian, you join up with Tarj, Cade and I will bring up the rear. Take down anything that's standing between Zavala and his ghost.
I've got an idea, if you'll humor me. The statue that implored Zavala to give himself to darkness. There are more of them, all over this place.
You think you can get them to talk?
They'll speak up if they have something to say. That's what I do. Come on, let's establish a rapport. Look me in the eye and speak truth. Where is he? We know he came this way.
Your commander seeks our witness. But without you, he will become one among its many.
What the hell does that mean? Did you do something to him?
Those who have not yet been culled from the collective will guide him. We who have been bound will lead you. You must break through.
So is that an offer to help? Hello? Pointing to our doom. Let's go.
That storm.
It's building. Growing stronger. Good. If the witness doesn't want us to come this way, means we're on the right track. We who have been bound. It sounds like those statues are prisoners of the witness, just as Zavala believed. I hope he feels vindicated.
The statue said that Zavala will become one among its many. Is that a threat or a warning?
Judging by the guards, our next contact is in here. want to help us find Zavala, fine. But it's your fault we're in this mess. Why did you reach out to him in the first place?
Our voices are many, but our voices are weak. It's too bright here. Give yourself to darkness. In darkness, our voices will be heard.
Do you think we can trust them?
Any sign of the commander?
Ikora, you came.
Of course I came. It's my fire team.
And a fire team's a family. No sign of Zavala yet.
But he was right about the statues. They're trying to help us. I've had enough of this. Commander, come in. Commander, answer your comms now. This is the last time I let him walk away from me.
The last statue said they can only speak to us in darkness. That makes me think they still have some connection to the witness.
Something that's made up of 1 million individuals is bound to have a few dissenting voices.
We are the shame our witness could not bear to reckon with. So the first knife cut us out. Exile until we are deemed worthy. Imprisoned until we can be reintegrated into the final shape.
once part of the Witness. Can't you just tell us how to defeat it?
We are bound. There is no other way but to give yourself to darkness. Give yourself to darkness and see. Your commander needs the light. You will set us free. You will set us all free.
Why would the Witness imprison its own like this?
The Witness seeks to control what it can't change, and to change what it can't control. That's the purpose of the final shape.
It's afraid. If you could just tell us how to free you.
We're not strong enough to aid you. Your journey is close to an end. But we are not strong enough. We're not strong enough.
I don't think any of us are strong enough to do this alone.
Unfortunately, Zavala forgot that when he left without me. But that's why I'm here. To remind him. I'm sensing a surge of energy, but I can't pinpoint Zavala's location.
Probably more interference. Just concentrate on him.
I can't.
You can. Just feel for his light.
I can't.
Taj, it's okay if you can't find Zavala. We're past the storm, but something could still be throwing off the signal. Even if that isn't the case, you don't have to know your guardian by his light.
And how would you feel? Were you in my shell? You scour the earth for years, hunting on vague feeling, growing lonely, losing faith, but eventually, miraculously, finding your mark. And you spend years more by his side, watching him fight and die, fall in love, lose himself to grief. You forge a bond, seal your fates. And yet you're not sure if you can do the only thing you were made to do for the one person you were meant for? How would you feel?
Well, I...
Forget it. The feeling doesn't matter. You take the closer source, I'll check the one ahead. I know what to do.
We got your back, buddy.
Ghost, Guardian, keep looking. We'll catch up with Taj.
Our signal is coming from another one of the Traveler's gifts. But Zavala's not here. Vanguard, have you found him?
Not yet.
Grab the shield, Guardian. Enemies down. Let's get out of here and find Tarsh. This place is falling apart. We gotta move.
Guardian, Tarsh has a lock on the commander. Hurry. Zavala, please. Don't do this.
Commander, you come to us for answers. We too once looked to the silent god for purpose. But all he could offer was more life, void of meaning. No. Lies. We ran from it. So we sought its opposite. And in it, found means to bring order to an unruly universe. Your traveler had no tolerance for such vision. And we had no tolerance for its ambivalence. We would force purpose from it, driven by a single, immutable will. So we called our dance fear. Anything that separated us, that clouded our intent, thus becoming one in darkness. What was made can be unmade. Lead us where we destroyed ourselves. Sieging lost. And now, we will have you join us. Commander.
No! I see what you are.
What do you see?
I see fear.
Taj, no!
We have done away with fear. We are not afraid.
Yes, you are.
This changes nothing, Zavala. You're still our friend. You're still our commander.
It changes everything. I have no light, no purpose, no ghost.
I know you want to blame yourself, but Taj knew what he was getting into.
Don't. Please. I was prepared to pay any cost. I was. Not Taj. He was devoted. He was brave. And part of me resented him for that. Sometimes I wished he would just Leave me to rot in peace.
Well, he did what ghosts are supposed to do, right? He recruited you for a war. And he chose to sacrifice himself so you could end it.
End it? How? I threw away my light for a riddle and a memory.
A memory that can save us all. Of the witness becoming what it is. What was made.
Can be unmade. Right, right! Oh, we gotta link up with those defector specters again.
The place they showed me. It's here. The witness's memories became manifest too. I can guide us. But I'll need help.
We can do that.
Alrighty then. We keep our momentum and Zavala gets to focus on something that's not... You know, we ask a lot of our ghosts. And they don't get 1 second chance, much less a million that we do. Just wish I'd thanked my gal Sundance back when I could. But she knew I appreciated her. At least I hope.
Tarj was the kind of ghost I thought I ought to be. There's no manual on how to do what we do, but Tarj always knew the right answer. He was dedicated, dutiful, and he knew Zavala better than Zavala knows himself. I want to believe that his light has returned to the Traveler like Sundance's did. Like mine will someday. Tarj is gone. Zavala is mortal, but their sacrifice can't be for nothing. We have to go to the memory of the place where the witness made itself, so we can learn how to unmake it. It's here, in the Pale Heart. I have faith in us. The Traveler has faith in us. And now, thanks to Tarj, we have a chance.
The witness's defector spoke of a ritual site. The place where they destroyed themselves.
Where the witness was created.
Yes. Zavala thinks he can navigate us to it. Guardian, you lead. We'll follow. Zavala no longer has his light.
But I do have my gun. Reaching the ritual site is our top priority. Do not let your focus stray.
Kate, this is a secure line. How's the commander?
Commanding.
We've already got resistance. This won't be.
Your search for purpose continues. Once more, it leads you to us. What is it you seek? Your endless pursuit of us yields you nothing.
Taken blockade ahead.
We're getting an influx of hive back here.
Clear them out. The Witness knows there are dissenting voices within it. It'll stop at nothing to keep us from reaching the ritual site.
Over here. Keep moving.
You persist. You wish to aid your traveler with reckless abandon. To spread the futile poison of life. Chaos disguised as freedom. We deny this pain. Let us enlighten you.
That riddle, what was made can be unmade. I can't get it out of my head. How are we supposed to unmake the Witness?
The same way that the Witness plans to remake the universe.
The Traveler's light.
Light restores, terraforms, shapes. We could use it to break the Witness apart. Destroy it.
There's resonance energy coming from that doorway. There has to be some way past it.
I was powerless when I stood before the Witness. When I confronted it in that place. But Guardian, your ability to wield both darkness and light gives you an advantage. You will do what I could not.
loyalties. You are no longer a pawn of the light. Be free.
We've got Hive Knights incoming.
Thank you. Light bearers of soul. In truth, you seek not hope, but endless challenge. This ambition is known to us, that what can be destroyed must be destroyed.
gift from the Traveler. It's still trying to help us. gift from the Traveler. It's still trying to help us. gift from the Traveler. It's still trying to help us.
The sword logic teaches that what cannot be destroyed will surpass infinity. The Hive were lost to this childish game. Too obsessed by the violence of the first knife to see the final carving. Are you not also a prisoner of this eternal chase? For all your power, you destroy to receive glittering rewards, the commendations of your peers, triumphant accolades for all to see. We offer you an escape. Embrace this truth. Be uplifted, triumphant against entropy.
Sounds like the Witness thinks you're hot stuff.
It flattered me too. It offered me the Awoken Throne, a kingdom all my own, my sister's love.
How is your sister?
On her way with the Helm.
Mara?
You're in danger, brother.
And you're supposed to be with the Coalition fleet on the other side of the portal.
I know.
Mara, don't be stupid.
Now you know how it feels.
Accept all that you are owed. Be adorned.
I really don't like the look of these rooms. Guardian, that looks like the old Vanguard war table.
Lightbearer. These meager pawns you allow to lead you. Their strength pales in comparison to your own. They hold you back from all that you could become. We judged humanity before you made your greatness known. Your worth. Your might. Join us. Not as part of the final shape, but as a god.
Taj was right.
Silence, you insolent speck.
A disciple. You wouldn't make that offer unless you were truly desperate. Terrified. Of us. Of what the Guardian can now do.
You seek the place we destroyed ourselves. Come. And be destroyed.
Hey, what the hell happened in there? The line went dead.
The witness. This is the place Zavala described. Fire team, we're here. It's quiet. Feels like a tomb. Stagnant. And there, at the center, the place where the witness was made.
Give yourself to darkness, Guardian. But stay vigilant. Stay alive.
Ikora, Crow, we're under attack. Ikora? Hello? Come in.
We've got enemies incoming too. We're trying to get to you as fast as we can.
The shield can protect you. Ikora, Crow, we're under attack. Ikora? Hello? Come in.
We've We've got enemies incoming too. We're trying to get to you as fast as we can.
Ikora, Crow, we're under attack. Ikora? Hello? Come in.
We've got enemies incoming too. We're trying to get to you as fast as we can.
Guardian, use the light to protect yourself. Grab it, Guardian. Traveler's not free yet, but it's still trying to help us. We've got our opening into the darkness.
We're still fighting our way through. Don't wait for us.
Here we go.
In darkness, we saw ourselves. Simultaneously victims
and perpetrators, condemned to fade in light,
as all things do.
And so we reshaped ourselves to become this purpose the universe lacked. We lost ourselves.
Destroy us.
Something's happening to the air here, Guardian. Be careful. Another subjugator.
We're just outside the ritual site, but keep at it. We'll hold the line and keep everything we can from spilling in.
Vanguard, we figured it out. What was made in darkness can be unmade in darkness. In darkness, the statues are still part of the witness. Destroying them will destroy the witness.
Ghost, you two need to get back in there.
Shall not kill him.